with, I have notes for this presentation. The notes are on the web page, just like everything else on the nm5hd.com or .org. And in there on the front, on the page, underneath David's picture someplace, it says notes for the packet presentation. And that's going to get you through the front part of it. In other words, getting to this point where it says full terminal. And this is sort of the first step. And that page that you can print out has detailed instructions on how to get to this point, where to download it, the website, which file to download, and how to find Simple Terminal within that suite of programs. Now, Simple Terminal needs to do just that. It's a simple terminal. It is a terminal for Packet that works for simple communications. What I'm going to do now is connect to my, hopefully, connect to my TNC, as you can see. Casey, these are called RMS stations. These will get you into the internet. What's sort of interesting is the messages that are on this system on VHF are also available, the same ones, same messages on HF. So I'm going to go through this RMS gateway, we call them. Again, these are, I think this is there are 3 gateways in Albuquerque that I know of. This one is one, and then there's 2 others that are listed in your book. Here I've connected to it, and sometimes it likes that, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm going through SCREST, which is a digipeater on the top of the Sandia Mountains that kind of works. And you might be living in a different location, so you might be able to get there directly. Okay. When this starts to send and or receive messages, you'll see a green taskbar move across the screen. There's 2 messages that are listed there. These are probably the 2 that I'm sending out. This is, again, not lightning fast, but it does work, especially since we're going through a digipeater. It's taking an extra step. Actually, there's a way to go through 2 different repeaters, and it does work. It takes a while, but it does work. There was a fella who lived in near the Four Corners area. You see the green bar moving across, that's stuff going out. Who lived in the Four Corners area, but on the other side, on Utah. And he and I would converse through 2 separate, 2 jumps. Seacrest was one, and I think Aztec was the other. And so it can work. It does work.
I'm hearing the activity on 145.01.
Yep. Maybe at a TNC, you can join it. It's kind of fun to share messages this way and use the system. There's some exciting things going on with regard to this. Alan, I'm sure, is aware of it. The American Red Cross held an exercise in October. Alan, do you know, I think there's one coming up soon.
Yeah, I think we have one. I think we have one scheduled late this month or in April. I can't remember. I have to look it up with the Red Cross and that. It might be a local one. I'm not sure. You know, probably is for out here in this area anyway.
Here we're receiving, we got one coming in, and we'll see what that looks like. You'll see the taskbar will now move from right to left instead of left.
Ed, are you expecting to?
I can't hear you.
Are you expecting to see the message you just sent to David?
I'm sending it to him now. It's being sent to David now.
Okay. Because I am hearing much activity.
David should already have that message.
Yeah.
I've been
It says 2 cents. So, and 2 received. I hate to go through, I hate to shut this one off, to go through another one. David, attention, David, did you get an email?
I don't know, because I'm trying to load the AOL over here on my other computer, and it's acting strangely. So I have not gotten it, because that's where the ARRL.net forwards to is my
Yes.
IK at AOL. So
Anyway, that's sending a message on that. Now, it showed that I received 2 messages, so I'm gonna try. Bear with me to go back and open up another window. Yeah. Can you see this one? No.
Not yet.
No.
There you go.
Hey,
There it is.
I'm getting good at this. All right. Here's 2 messages that I received, and it was about password recovery, and I'm not going to show you what's on there. But essentially, this is 2 messages I got because I reset my password on in the hopes of doing something with getting my 3rd laptop to work on this stuff. But here's one that I received earlier in the week. And this is an announcement from Lou, a fellow in El Paso that organizes these announcements or exercises and assignments for Packet. And he does all kinds of things, a different kind of exercise every day. To access it, it's Ham Radio El Paso, and does emergency coordination stuff for the state. And he sends out these, and then you complete the assignment and send it to him, and it's fun. And maybe we'll do that next time. It's not impossible. There's a lot to it, and it's hard to do it on the screen because I got to keep opening and closing things. But it's in your notes, and hopefully it'll get you excited about joining this. I do have a blurb on Packet Tuesday on the website, on the homepage of the website, beneath David's picture, and that it tells you how to get involved with this, and you can send him an email. And I give you his email address, and he'll put you on the list. Also, next week, not this week's is sort of done. He does it on Tuesdays. Usually sends out Monday night. I will post it I'll post the assignment on, or link to the assignment on the webpage, and you can take a look at it. And if you got a TNC by then, you'll be fine. You want to try it, it's fine. That's what I have for today.
Get to that
Unless you
program.
want to try I'm sorry, do that again, please.
How do you get to the
Alan?
program that's embedded in RMS Express to do your logging into the bulletin board? Where is that?
Okay. Okay, that's I'm going to show you, because that's the easiest one to do. I think it's the easiest one to do. You go into, whoops, I guess you can't. It's okay. RMS Express is in the C drive. Once you get it loaded, it's in the C drive of your computer. Okay. Let me see if I can get it on the screen. I have to share screen now. Okay, here we go. So it's in your C drive. In other words, you went on the page, you downloaded WidLink, RMS Express. You went through the look for the file that I have posted there. You downloaded that, and so now you have RMS Express in your C drive. So let's go in our C drive, and you'll see RMS Express. You see, I got it highlighted here.
Yep.
So we're going to open that up. And I'm going to scroll down. Hang on a second. I'm going to scroll down, and there's lots of RMS Expresses. And I'm going to get to, this is the simple terminal, right, that we got to the last time, right? Now you're asking about getting into RMS Express. Is that correct?
No, I just wondered where the simple terminal was.
Oh, that's where it is. It's listed under here. It's
Okay. Good enough.
it's a matter of fact, it's in your notes, and that's where it is. Just double click on it, and then you got to connect it to your TNC.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then you got to shut this off. And Alan, you're doing this just to drive me crazy, right? Hang on a second. I got to go back to share something. Okay, now I'm back on simple terminal.
Okay.
All right, to check that, to make sure I'm connected, I type in DA for the date and things, and date and time come up.
Okay, but you're not.
Simple terminal is the easiest way to get started, and once you can do that, you know, in a couple of days you'll say, oh yeah, I can do that. That's easy. Let me move on to RMS Express. But the information is that once you get into RMS Express, you can either do it on VHF using one of the RMS gateways that are listed in the notes, either directly or through the Digipeater S-Crest, or you can do it without the TNC on HF. So those of you who right now don't want to invest in a TNC can go just download the software that you've just done and go through your signal link that you use for FT8 and everything else, and go into certain websites. It gets a little bit more complicated, but it's certainly possible, and I will help you. I should say I will talk you through it. And maybe we'll create a note page for that at some point. But I would suggest, as was told to me, to start with simple terminal, and then a lot more stuff in RMS Express starts to make sense, because it's harder. You get the same messages either way. You get the same messages either way. The advantage of simple terminal is that it's simple, it works, and you can just send and receive messages to friends, post bulletin boards. Let's post one if we have time. David, do we have time?
Yes, sir. You have all the time you want.
Okay. I'm going back to ABQ BBS, and we're back in. I can get this directly. If you can't, maybe in redirection you may not be able to. You can go through S-Crest to get to it. It just connect the again, all the information is in those. And let's post a message. So we're going to say SB for a message or a bulletin, excuse me, and I'm going to send it to Jerry. Remember, it's a bulletin, so I don't need his email. It's already in the mailbox. Doesn't have to be his TNC mailbox. This is in the ABQ BBS mailbox, so we don't need the -1. Okay, end the message with /ex. If we want to check on it, we can see that that's 746. So we're going to read R space 746. Okay, and we're going to come out of it with B for buy. Okay, any questions about this? There's the other thing you can do with Simple Terminal, which really makes it simple, is you can do a keyboard to keyboard chat. If Jerry had been on, we'd be able to demonstrate that for you. But all it is simply a connect to his station, and just a connect N2GJ command just to see if his radio is on or his TNC is on. Okay, and then we would just key back and forth messages, and it works fine. And then to end it, you would just click in type B to get rid of it, or Control D for disconnect. Okay. Again, a lot of the command. Hopefully, you should do the packet. The packet radio notes that I have on the webpage. Any other questions, Alan?
No, that was great presentation. I was using an old MFJ TNC, and when I'd go down to Albuquerque and come back, sometimes it wouldn't work, then go down, it would. So finally, I just bought a Kenwood 710G. It's all built in, and it was so simple with that little 2-meter guy on that packet. It was amazing.
Now, in theory, you talk to the SignalLink guys. SignalLink should be able to do this.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, under the emphasis on the word should be. Okay, I couldn't get it to work. There were people who said, yeah, we can do something. We'll get it to work. But then I realized that what was interesting is that I can leave the radio and the TNC on, and it'll work and it'll list my mail that people want to contact me directly. They can just leave the mail on because the TNC is on, and it'll store it. It won't do the SignalLink will not do that. I don't know. Maybe that's an important to you. It's important. And so that I decided to go with the TNC, and it's certainly much easier. You literally plug in the cables and Zingo, it works. You know, and the few minor adjustments you need to line up the TNC is really effortless. I will happily give you the list. It's 3 pages typewritten, but I will happily send it to you.
Which TNC are you using it?
I'm using the Cantronics Packet Communicator 3 Plus.
That's
the $200, yeah, from Ham Radio Outlet. You got to get the cable for your specific radio, though. That you can get from Radio Associates or Associated Radio. Yeah, don't mention. I was bugging him like crazy the other day. Don't mention my name. His name is Dan. He's a great guy. He'll help you a lot if you need it. But you need to get it for